Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's good to be doing videos again. I missed E3 because I was in France on a trip, on a holiday, but I have made a list of the games that I was particularly interested in, games I will be investing in, games I will be buying. There was a lot of rubbish I saw at E3 in my opinion. Some of the conferences weren't as good as they have been in the past, mainly being Sony. I thought they were lackluster this year. And I was expecting more from Nintendo. So kicking off with Assassin's Creed Origins, which is a third-party title, unfortunately not coming to the Nintendo Switch, which was disappointing. As it's a Ubisoft game, I was kind of expecting them to support it and bring it to Switch. But hey-ho. We have a release date of October 27th. Now the last two games for me have been buggy as hell, both Unity and Syndicate. So the one based in London, they were buggy. They were really buggy, and I couldn't actually finish Syndicate. The game wouldn't let me because it was bugged, and there was no way I was going to go back through and complete it again and try again. So they've taken a year out, and we've got Origins, which is based in Egypt, which is really cool. It's a really cool setting. You've seen camels and pyramids and the usual stuff. It looks really, really good. Hopefully they've got their shit together and brings us a finished game, a complete game. Next one was Player Battlegrounds. I'm not going to run over this bit too much because I don't really know that much about it. I know that it's a PC game and it's coming to consoles. Player Battlegrounds looks really good. An online thing where loads of people jump into a match and basically try and kill each other. Very basic looking game. But yeah, I don't know too much about this game, so I would definitely pick this up. It looks interesting from what I saw on the conference. So yeah, I'll be picking that one up. State of Decay 2 is for spring 2018. Now, I love the first game. It was very buggy and glitchy, but it looks like they fixed that. They have more of a budget now. The world's bigger, and there's more. There's a co-op play and everything like that. So I think that State of Decay 2 will iron out everything that was bad about the first game and focus more on what was good and make it a really solid game. Looking forward to that. The Darwin project looks interesting. Again, I don't know much about this, but I will be buying that and checking that out. Then we've got Minecraft 4K, the super duper graphics pack, which is coming to all platforms, and we've heard about Nintendo Switch and everything like that. That's been released, but it is coming to Nintendo Switch. And they're making Minecraft completely cross-platform with all the other platforms, including tablet and phone. So that's a really cool move for them. I'm guessing they're not going to release a Minecraft 2 at this point, and that they're just going to focus on building on the original, which is a good idea. And the super duper graphics pack looks amazing. 4K doesn't really interest me at the moment because I don't own a 4K TV or any of the 4K consoles, so it doesn't really matter to me at the moment. Then we have Dragon Ball Fighter Z or Fighters or Dragon Ball Z Fighter. I don't know which way around it's meant to be, but I'm a massive fan of Dragon Ball Z. I'm not a massive fan of Dragon Ball GT or Dragon Ball or anything like that. But Dragon Ball Z as the core show, I'm a massive fan of. The Cell series is my favourite with the androids, and it looks like Cell is involved with this one, which is really cool, and it looks a lot more like the actual show as well, so I'm really excited about that. Black Desert is another interesting one for me. I'll definitely be checking it out. Again, we don't know much more about that at the moment, but I'll definitely be checking that one out. Sea of Thieves is one of my highlights, I think. Saw that last year, possibly the year before, but I've been waiting for this game for a long time, and I saw Angry Joe, the Angry Joe show. They were doing a Let's Play, and that was really fun. And I can't wait to get my hands on this one. Super Lucky Tale is one of the ones my wife's interested in because it's a platformer. It's quite a cute looking platformer. That's out on November 17th. So that's definitely one that we will be having here in the house. Cuphead finally has a release date, September 29th. We saw that, was it 2 years? Possibly 2 years ago. E3, and it's the one that looks like the old cartoons, very Disney looking, like classic Disney, Mickey Mouse looking sort of game. Looks very difficult, that's what I've heard. I've heard that it's a very difficult game, but I'll definitely be checking that one out. Shadow of War, which is the sequel to Shadow of Mordor, the Middle-earth game. That is out on October 10th, and I've seen a lot of stuff about that, where you can take over the armies and then attack bases, and that looks really good. Again, they've expanded on the idea, and they've kind of... the original game was very close to Assassin's Creed in the terms of what you were doing and hunting down people. It looks like they've expanded on that, so that's good. Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Now, this was rumoured for ages, and I'm excited that it's real. The battle in it looks very much like Worms. It kind of plays out in a similar style, so that does look good. And yeah, hopefully that game is awesome, and I will definitely be picking that up on the Switch. South Park Fractured But Whole, or Butthole. That's out on October 17th. I'm a big South Park fan, and I love Stick of Truth. I have both of the games on the N64 as well, South Park and I can't remember the name of the other one, Chef's Game. Please leave a comment below, let me know what that was called, because I cannot remember. But I've had all the South Park games on consoles. Massive fan of the show and the film. Yeah, South Park's just an awesome IP, and I'm glad that they're carrying on making games. As well as that, you have the South Park Phone Destroyer mobile game, which looks really cool too. I'm not normally a fan of mobile games. I don't really play them. The only one I've ever played, really put a lot of time into, is Fallout Shelter. So hopefully Phone Destroyer makes me pick my phone up and play. Transference VR with Elijah Wood looks really strange. Don't really know many details about it. It looks a bit freaky. That's again, hopefully they didn't say whether it was coming to PSVR, but hopefully it does. Skull and Bones, which is that another pirate game. Is basically what they've done is taken the pirates sailing side of Assassin's Creed and put it into a game. I think that it's going to struggle to live up to Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves looks much wider and bigger. Skull and Bones looks really good, and I can't wait to pick that one up. I was a massive fan of Assassin's Creed Black Flag, so if they're taking some of those elements and making a game out of it, I'm not going to be complaining. Something that's really cool on the Nintendo Switch, and other consoles too, but I'm getting it on Switch, and that's Starlink. That looks incredible. Like, you can build your own ships, you have physical ships, and it just looks so different. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, obviously you have the toy-to-life games like Disney Infinity, and Lego Dimensions, and those kind of games, but this looks something different. It looks interesting, so hopefully you can customize your own ships and all sorts. So hopefully we'll find out more about that soon. But yeah, Starlink looks awesome. Far Cry 5, which we've seen the trailer of, we saw some other details on that. I'm looking forward to diving in and playing that for sure. Beyond Good and Evil 2, again, looks amazing. I'm so glad that they've made this. I haven't played the first one for a long time, but I did get the first one on the Xbox from Games of Gold. But the last time I played, I can't remember the last time I played Beyond Good and Evil, the first one, to be honest. The graphics of the next one look amazing, but we didn't see much gameplay, so hopefully that gets revealed. Rocket League is coming to the Switch this holiday, so I'm excited about that. I think that's going to be my Christmas pretty much sorted, alongside some of the games released in October. But Rocket League will definitely see me covered for Christmas when I'm going to see family. I'll definitely have that with me to keep me entertained. Mario Odyssey has a release date, which I'm super excited about. Looks amazing. October 27th. They revealed that it can be played co-op, so someone can control the hat, and if you throw the hat at something, you can turn into that thing, so you can play as a Goomba, a dinosaur, whatever you want, basically, whatever you throw the hat. Then we have 3 games from Bethesda in VR, which is pretty exciting. Now, I know one of them is coming to PSVR, which is Skyrim on VR. Now, that's really awesome. I can't wait to dive into it. I mean, I'm a little bit fatigued by Skyrim since we've just had the special edition. I put a fair amount of time into that, but not as much as I did before. Hopefully VR will encourage me to go out and play it a little bit more. But the other 2, Doom and Fallout 4, apparently, well, they are coming to VR, but they haven't specified whether that is going to be PSVR. I hope they do. It'd be a bit weird not to bring that, but maybe Sony refused. I don't know. I don't know what the situation is there, but they did show the Oculus, which is annoying because I don't have one. Skyrim is also coming to the Switch, which I'm now toying between what do I do? Do I buy both? I already have the special edition and the original version, so I may have to give it a miss on the Switch in the meantime, get it on VR, or just wait for the reviews. But it's really cool that you can play, you can have amiibo content in Switch. This is Uncharted Lost Legacy. There's not much hype over this game. They're trying. You can see that Sony are trying to hype it, but it's not a Nathan Drake game. It's a spin-off. So, to me, I'm like, yeah, I will play it, but I'll probably wait for the price of the game to drop, or at least wait for the reviews to come in. Monster Hunter is coming to PlayStation. Monster Hunter World, which is really, really cool actually. The last one I played was on the PSP. So I will definitely be picking this one up. It looks a lot bigger and a lot grander, and the graphics look amazing. So yes, I'll definitely dive in and pick that one up at some point, but there are a lot of other games on top first that I must get. The Impatient, which is a prequel to Until Dawn. I love Until Dawn, so does my wife, because it's not really an action game, it's just a choice game, just something she can really get her head around and play and enjoy. And I also have Rush of Blood on the VR system as well, which is an awesome game that I've completed multiple times now. So The Impatient looks good. I'm looking forward to playing that. Bravo Team looks awesome. Destiny 2 looks awesome too. Destiny I didn't spend a lot of time on. I actually completed like the main story, what you could call a story anyway. I completed like the main missions and a few extra bits and pieces. Didn't really do any of the raids or anything like that. Didn't really spend much time or money on it. Didn't buy the expansions. But I think Destiny 2 has my interest. It's going to hopefully be a lot more improved, more story, and also gives me a chance to actually get involved. And because if I jump into, I think it's too late for me to jump into Destiny now. I will definitely jump into Destiny 2 and spend more time on that, because that's one thing I regret I didn't do with the first game. And then last but not least is Spider-Man on the PS4. Apparently there will be some VR content, but they didn't really show that off. It looks awesome. Again, I had Spider-Man 1 and 2 on the PS1. I had the Spider-Man first movie game on the GameCube. And I had Spider-Man 2 on whatever console it was. I can't remember. Possibly Xbox. Can't remember. The only one I missed was the more recent one on the Xbox, but that had really bad reviews, so I didn't bother. But this game looks awesome. It's made by Insomniac, who also made infamous Second Son and Sunset Overdrive. Now, the one thing I will say is I hope that it is a lot more varied than those games, because the games tend to repeat themselves quite often on what you're doing. You're constantly doing the same thing throughout the whole game. I'm hoping that improves, and I hope that's not the case here. And the last thing I'm going to talk about is the Xbox One X. I am going to be picking that up probably next year at some point. I'm not going to rush out to buy it because I don't have a 4K TV. I'm happy with what I have now. I'm just going to wait and ride it out and see how it goes. Let the price drop. I do want to get Farpoint VR with the guns, so that's kind of like my next big thing that I want to get, which I'm sure my wife will get me for Christmas because that's what I've asked for. So yeah, at the moment I am playing Friday the 13th, Star Wars Battlefront I'm still playing. I want to get to the highest level and get all the achievements. And I'm also playing Battlefield 1 at the moment too. And also, I'm also playing Ghost Recon Wildlands and Minecraft on the Switch. So I've got loads of games on the go at the moment. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and I will see you again soon.